Okay guys, so I'm going to attempt to do a but I'm going to do it about my, let's do it like this, use the button, behave, you just behave now. I'm going to do a draw my life, but not about my actual life. That wouldn't be ASMR. It's going to be about my journey on the ASMR channel. Let's begin. Now I could just press clear, but if you're wondering what these little dots are in the corners, those are just because this is like all black in the screen. I can't see what my hand is. My hand moving around, probably not. Let's begin. It all started in, as most of you know, 2016. 2016. What was I doing in 2016? Well, I was mostly paving drive. This is, I guess, supposed to be me on a roller, power roller. Okay, big wheels squishing the asphalt. See, one of the other things I can do is this. I can go boom, boom, clear, and then boom. Like that. So, yeah, it's 2016. And I'm paving driveways. And I am, for the most part, pretty miserable. Okay. Now, during that time, I, like many of you, were watching on my off time. Well, okay, this one we'll do with the pen eraser. Here we go, it's on the wrong side. I was watching a lot of ASMR to relax myself and bring me some peace and harmony. Okay. And then one day, stop doing that. It's being very naughty. That's what happens when you do it real time. That's how we roll here at Tingle Bottom Industries. I'm not going to do this is all off the cuff, guys. I'm not like going by a script, as you can tell. So it was at this time in 2016 that I said, hey, wait a minute. Poof. I got an idea. A little idea came out of my brain. I probably wasn't shaving very well either. I probably had a mug. Poof. I had an idea. What if I tried this whole ASMR thing? Because while watching ASMR, I knew what I liked and what I didn't like. And I thought to myself, why don't I do that, but only do the things that I like about ASMR? So, I got, I think it was a Samsung S3 smartphone. She was an oldie but a goodie. On the back of that, she had a camera. I took that camera set it up on a little homemade tripod. And that was what I did a camera with. Now the problem was, by having the camera face me, I couldn't frame the shot. So believe it or not, in my earlier videos, in back of the camera, I had a mirror set up. So I could see whatever I was doing in front of the camera and up to the camera. I could see back here what I was doing. That's how I got started. And for a microphone, this deserves its own little I was using the Blue Yeti. There's a lot of people to this day that still use the Blue Yeti. Even the ones that are making millions of dollars still use the Yetis. It's amazing to me. The thousands of dollars I would put into it. Well, now I use Rode and T1s primarily. I got a couple other brand microphones that sometimes I throw into the mix, but now that's what I use. But yeah, I started off with the Yeti, but the problem with the Yeti was placing it with a cell phone and a mirror behind it and recording the way I wanted to, because I wanted to sometimes record my voice and sounds, but I could only make sounds where the mic was. So if the mic was like near the camera, representing you and your hearing, then my vocals would be way back here, too far away. So then I decided I had to start to upgrade, but I didn't have any money. So the crazy part was I uploaded, made a bunch of videos exactly that way. A pretty good amount, actually. To YouTube. I made video after video after video after video. And, subs slowly started to climb. I'm talking real slow, right? A dude doing ASMR in 2016 was not an easy genre to jump into. Views and subs very slowly kind of creeped along. So, an awesome viewer of mine. So at that time, an awesome viewer of mine said, "Hey, you should check out ASMR Reddit." That's how you spell it. I don't know if it's one T or two T's. I really don't care. Anyways, so on top of YouTube, every time I uploaded a video to YouTube, I then posted it on ASMR Reddit. And they weren't very kind to me over there when I first started, actually, at all. Reason being is you're not supposed to do self-promotion, so the rule was, at least at that time, if you make a video and you upload it to YouTube, you can only post it on Reddit in their feed within like a certain amount of time of uploading. In other words, you couldn't upload your whole catalog, which I wasn't doing. I did that with a couple of videos, and believe it or not, they banned me. They banned me for a week, even though I had just become a member there and I didn't even know what I was doing. I tried talking to the devs, and yeah, they weren't the most helpful bunch, and they kept the ban. So I literally had to go a week. But so then I started following their exact little hoops, jumping through the hoops, and as time went by, views started going up and up and up, and then I got to the point where my viewership, my subscriber count, was because of YouTube being caught in the algorithm and no longer ASMR Reddit. So at a certain point, because they treated me so crappily, I deleted my account over there as soon as my channel was self-sustaining. I believe to this day some people still post my videos for me. I've looked over there a few times here and there over the years, and sometimes I've seen my stuff. At that time, 2016, 2017, it seemed they only wanted a certain kind of content being uploaded, and anything other than that didn't really get the crazy views, but I was scoring pretty high on their daily page for the little thing they would do. If people liked it, it would make it climb up the list. And a lot of times I was near the top, and they weren't getting what it seemed that they wanted to be over there mostly. But anyways, that's when luck struck my channel. It was at that time when I made the video. What was it called? I remember now. It was called I did a compilation video called 20 Minutes of the Best ASMR Ever, ... by me. And that video popped off. For whatever reason, the algorithm grabbed that video and went buck wild. And it was because of that video that was around the time I quickly jumped up to, I think it was like 50,000 subs. So, and there we were. Now, while I was making videos, now by this time I had upgraded to a better camera. I bought my first set of Rode NT1s. Making videos, I had a Canon for a camera, so I had some pretty decent equipment, so my quality jumped pretty much overnight when I switched to these. Also, at that point, since I was using these mics, I had to record with something different. See, that was the problem. That is the problem still, using the Yeti. The Yeti for the money is like an amazing mic, but the problem is it's a USB mic. So you have to have it plugged into a running computer. And if you own a really quiet laptop, I guess that would work and be good, but I didn't. I had a loud-ass gaming computer, so you could hear it in the background, a lot of See, listen to it right now. Listen. It's almost dead silence. And that's what I was looking for. That was what I wanted to achieve. So, I soundproofed my room, my studio, whatever you want to call it. I then got the Zoom H4. Two Rode mics and a Canon. Oh, wait a minute, no, that's Canon. Wait, it's Canon one end, two ends. Oh my god, I don't even know. You know what? Once again, I really don't care. I believe it's one for the camera. Anyways, Canon camera, Zoom H4. So, doesn't make any sound while I'm recording. Two Rode mics. And the subs kept climbing. And the views kept climbing. And then I started to earn income, at which point I could support myself for the most part. Definitely, let me get this deleted. So, when I was around the 50,000 subscriber mark, I started having subscriber demand that I start a Patreon account, which I did, and I was was blown away by how many. There's people that joined my Patreon back then when I made it that are still there today. And yeah, it's pretty humbling. It's pretty humbling to have that kind of devotion. Anyway, so between Patreon and YouTube ad revenue, I was able to, it's supposed to be $1. For any you wondering, looks pretty good, right? So, at that point, I bought a second set of Rode NT1s. So what I could do is run a set of mics for my vocals, like I'm doing right here, and I'm doing right here. And then I could run a set of mics where I was making sound, like down here on the tablet. That's why you hear the sound with the pen and my voice at the same time. You see, I'm running 4 mics. Anyways, so also one of the most important parts of the channel, as I was going along, I now have a YouTube channel that's doing pretty good. And I'm thinking, okay, what do I do next? For content. And I was doing the usual stuff, stuff mostly everybody else was doing. But then something magical happened. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. Something magic happened. And that magic was you. You guys in the comment section gave me more ideas than I possibly ever could have thought of. And with some basic ideas I kind of had bouncing around my head, but mostly because of you guys and your comments in the comment section. All the characters, Professor Dinglebottom, Vincent Squingeli, Agent Tinglesmith was definitely, I never would have came up or started doing that character. That was an absolute direct, multiple requests to do a Matrix. Agent, whatever his name is, Agent Smith, right? So I came up with Agent Tinglesmith. OG Tingles, that was just kind of my own thing, pretty much. Anyways, my point is, all these characters happened because of you guys, the viewers. I didn't wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and I'm going to come up with all these characters. It's not the way it worked. I started a YouTube channel and I did the basic stuff. Check all my earlier videos. The basic ASMR stuff that everybody else is already doing. And then, as you guys watch this stuff, and you left your comments and your requests, plus plus advice I got from a lot of very generous people on my Patreon through direct messaging. Character after character after character came up. And now to this very day, most of my videos, in one way or another, whether it's the character I decide to play, what they do in the video, and the theme is in some way or some form a direct result of you guys. Every single video. I definitely, obviously, put my own thing into it, but requests for certain things demand that you see certain characters. Yes, I know. OG Tingles will be coming soon. I hear you. I hear you. He's coming soon. He's on a secret mission. You have to be patient. Even today, the droid. This is from Londa Wilson. She's been there since the beginning. She's the one that... Well, I've showed it to you before. She's the one that sends me in these amazing cartoons. So, Londa Wilson and her support for the channel and her awesome artistic abilities in her cartoons are what made me choose this design for the little droid that I make. So, again, this channel and that includes the new people. I know there's people here from the beginning. There's people here a couple of years. And there's people just learning about the channel. It doesn't matter. Every comment, every suggestion, every request, it's you. So in conclusion of this Draw My Life, quote unquote, ASMR channel edition, I'd like to thank you. Thank you for doing this with me. Your views, your subscriptions, your support, your ideas, your requests are the reason why this channel is what it is. It's you.